I'm Kim Berry, Editor of Food and Drink Business. Welcome to Play, our weekly news roundup, brought to you by GS1 Australia. GS1 is the go-to for all your barcode needs. Head over to gs1au.org and discover the next generation 2D barcodes, a game changer for food and drink businesses. In the news this week, there's been some movement at PepsiCo. Its ANZ CEO Kyle Faulkner is taking on a broader portfolio, adding Indochina foods to his responsibilities. The company's Chief Commercial Officer, Alexa Hawley, has been appointed to General Manager of AU Foods, and CFO Stephen Anderson adds GM of ANZ Beverages to his portfolio. Halo Food Co has gone into liquidation 5 months after it entered voluntary administration. It owned brands The Healthy Mummy, functional brand Tonic, the milk powder manufacturer Key Dairy, and confectionery brand Grands. Administrator Quartermentha did manage to sell its Sydney factory to health and wellness company Body Science, which meant employees at that plant have kept their jobs. The federal government announced another component of the National Reconstruction Fund this week with the Industry Partner Organisation grants. They are worth between $500,000 and $2 million, and they're designed to provide sector-specific links and knowledge to SMEs that are wanting to commercialise and significantly grow their businesses. Mondelez and Amcor have announced that the amount of recycled plastic used in Cadbury chocolate wrappers will jump from 30 to 50%. The 30% recycled component was introduced in 2022. The announcement is a further connection between the two companies, with both of them signing major investment agreements with Licella Holdings last year to accelerate the construction of its advanced recycling plant in Melbourne. Accolade Wines has been acquired by the consortium of Bain Capital, Intermediate Capital Group, Capital 4, Sona Asset Management and Samuel Terry Asset Management. It was facing significant debt woes when Bain and Samuel Terry raided its debt stack in December last year. They bought $50 million of the debt at 38 to 40 cents in the dollar. Bain will be the largest stakeholder, agreeing to buy Accolade's debt and take control. Accolade's actually the second largest wine house in the country, behind Treasury Wine Estates. Its brands include St Hallett, Petaluma, Crozer and Hardy's. And last year, it sold its premium label House of Arras to hand-picked wines. An alliance of health associations called Rethink Sugary Drinks has urged the government to introduce a 20% levy on sugary drink manufacturers. President of the AMA, Steve Robson, said that a 20% levy could raise around $1 billion a year to fund health initiatives. But the Australian Beverages Council, the National Retail Association and Australian Association of Convenience Stores have rejected the call, saying essentially that the industry is already pulling its weight when it comes to sugar reduction, and that a tax won't fix the complex problem of rising obesity and other health issues. And look, it is a complex problem. For starters, there's no universally agreed definition of what added sugar is. There's even differences between Australia and New Zealand. And then labelling is also a contention, with differences between definitions, codes, and how it's measured, making that a seemingly insurmountable challenge as well. I will note we were writing essentially the same story this time last year. So, what progress? Coles Liquor has acquired 20 bottle shops from Federal Group in Tasmania. Coles only had 2 Liquorlands in Tassie and had opened its first in August 2022. And this week we've run 2 features in our daily newsletter, Food and Drink Today, which I hope you've subscribed to, and I encourage you to read them. Veridian Renewable Technology has developed a proprietary manufacturing process to transform excess food into highly nutritious, easily digestible premium insect protein. Of course, humans won't eat it due to the ick factor. Instead, we give it to our pets so they can gain the gut health and luxurious hair and other health benefits that they bring. We are ludicrous creatures. And Nutri V has launched a range of 100% vegetable powders, they've got power, powders made from imperfect broccoli, cauliflower and pumpkin. That's all that's in them. They're shelf stable, they can be added to meals, they increase your vegetable intake, and they also divert perfectly good, but not pretty or perfect, veg from going to waste. The company launched in 2020 and has worked with Ciro on nailing the technology for commercialisation. It launched a snack food using the powders into Coles in 2022 and has worked with a number of companies in a commercial sense, but this is the first retail product. One 70-gram pack equals about 2.5 heads of broccoli, and a 70-gram pack of cauliflower powder is equivalent to 2 heads of broccoli. It's launched in Coles Victorian stores this week and is looking at a national rollout later in the year. The closing date for entries into the Hive Awards is coming up. You've got essentially 2 weeks. The entry process is not onerous, so get on board. I know sometimes those things can look like a mountain to climb, but we have made sure that we are encompassing everything we need in a very accessible way. So get your entries in, visit thehive.com.au and thehiveawards.com.au for all of the details there. That'll do. With thanks to GS1 for their ongoing support. Head to the website foodanddrinkbusiness.com.au. Don't forget to tell your family and friends to subscribe and get on board. And with that, I'm Kim Berry, over and out.